And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin Durant said his days of trying to prove himself through basketball are done. He said, walking around with a chip on my shoulder is not my thing. I'm more relaxed in letting these days flow. I'm the best version of me. I don't need to prove who I am. I've been in it for too long. Kevin, this is a guy who is finally comfortable with himself.
All right, thanks, D.A. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
So the next starting five, we've got DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant, and it's Chandler in at the 4. And for the Bulls, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5, down low. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Harris looking it over. Irving against White. And it's sent back by Carter. In the corner, it's Levine. Sinks the triple. Levine's got the first points up on the board for the Bulls.
Boy, that three lined up by Levine, right on target. He's a solid three-point shooter, right around 35% from long range.
Now here's Jordan. Harris up top, guarded by Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
White finds Levine, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. White left side. Good.
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
Irving passes to Jordan. Here's the 3. Porter pulls it in. Here's Chicago. It's a 3-point game. On the wing, Levine. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Harris passes to Jordan. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
Carter outside. That one's not going to go. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Outside Irving. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Outside Levine. And the Bulls with another miss. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Durant, the pass to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
And White kicks to Levine. Pass to Markkanen. Over Harris. And again, no good by Chicago. Nets leading by 3. Here's Chandler. Nice D from Levine. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Markkanen, and it's sent back by Irving. Inside. And KD the bucket on the assist by Irving.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high. Makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Two shots.
The first one falls.
And, you know, the Brooklyn Nets last season more than doubling their win total from 2 years prior. Great improvement. A surprise playoff team in the East for sure.
And Markkanen drops them both. And the attendance numbers can lag behind for a breakout team, Clark. Last season, the Nets, for instance, ranked last in the NBA.
Yeah, sometimes it just takes a little bit, guys, before you catch up. The winning leading to fans. After the 2019 playoff run, I think they're going to see more people in the seats for sure.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. White, wide open. He fires. And the Bulls with another miss. Nets leading by 3. Harris passes to Irving. Harris dishes to Irving. Back to Harris. Pops it up for Jordan. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
And here's White. Porter against KD. Just 5 to shoot. Over Jordan. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. On the wing, Irving. That 3 off the mark. Bulls trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Levine can't hit.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
They get it back. Harris, good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Carter outside. Pass to Levine. 3-pointer. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Levine's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Bulls. Now Irving. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Porter against KD. Offensive rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's White, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Wilson Chandler. Here's Dinwiddie. Outside Durant. But they recover it. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Levine. 6 to shoot. Jordan sinks that one from the post. Jordan's got 14 points for the game.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Feeds to Levine, and Levine throws it down.
Levine's showing you how much he enjoys rising high and pounding it down hard.
To the paint, here's Jordan. Lays it up off the glass. 16 points for him.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
White the pass to Carter. Outside Levine. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Jordan against Carter. Here's Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Harris. Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Young's checked in for Markkanen. Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's done in for White. And Harris drops them both.
Boy, Harris has become such a solid role player, guys. A knockdown shooter who really elevates the team above self.
Dunn kicks to Levine. Carter up top, guarded by Jordan. Carter dishes to Dunn. 18 feet out. Misses off the right iron.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And the basket is good.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Here's Young, following the bucket by the Nets. And there's Levine on the assist from Thaddeus Young. That's 12 points for Zach Levine.
You know, he wants to be more aggressive from there. I like watching Levine work the mid-range game into his game.
Harris, right side. Lobs it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Fires it up, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Harris kicks to Dinwiddie. To the middle. Here's Allen. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Well, they've got to take a stand and commit to controlling their defensive backboards. These second chance buckets are killing them.
Bulls trail by 10. Dunn passes to Carter. Young outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Jared Allen.
Just one moment where Young catches you the wrong way, and he'll find his way to the free throw line.
And Clark, talk about the leadership of a guy like Thaddeus Young.
And he's one of my favorites because he's just solid. His actions speak louder than his words, and he's a grinder. I mean, he's a guy who just gives you everything he has and does all of the little things day in and day out. Tremendous locker room presence.
First free throw is good. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Carter. And Satoransky's subbed in for Levine. A lot of guys like to shoot off the dribble, but Clark, there are some that really are better at it, shooting off that catch in the NBA.
Yeah, and who do you have in mind, Kevin? I got a couple of names that I'm thinking about. What about you?
Well, I'm thinking Klay Thompson because that backcourt is so prolific, and he's been so great at that. That's kind of been his trademark.
Yeah, it has been. Redick would be another guy.
Yes, another good
that
one.
I think that would come to mind. And even though he's later in his career now, but Kyle Korver, one of the very best we've had in the league at shooting off the catch.
Shooting two.
And the free throw drops for LeVert. Tremendous versatility for Caris LeVert, offensively, Clark, and defensively. He can play multiple positions.
Well, I like that about him too, Kevin. 6'7", he's a gifted scorer, can make plays when the ball is in his hands. The Nets have a number of ball handlers, and that's what Coach Kenny Atkinson believes in. Let's get a lot of guys that can make plays and do it for each other and together, and we've got something good.
And you look at Caris LeVert, Clark out of Michigan, 6'7", and a tremendous athlete.
Kevin, he's one of my favorite players over the last handful of years coming out of college. He had some injury issues his last 2 seasons at Michigan, but he's an excellent two-way player. Outstanding energy and aggressiveness, and makes all kinds of plays at both ends of the floor and plays the game the right way.
The Bulls shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. That free throw, no good.
And you know, as good as Young can be in the open court, doesn't quite carry over to his free throw shooting.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And after spending his first NBA decade with the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan bounced around last season, remains a supreme athlete and rebounder, though, at that center position.
Now, here's Valentine. No points in the game yet for him, and the shot goes down.
And, you know, Young is no stranger to overcoming aggressive defense, guys. That's just an example of his experience coming into play.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. Dinwiddie outside. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Bulls trail by 7. 1:25 left here in the opening quarter. Valentine kicks to Dunn.
Watch the screen.
14 feet away. Brooklyn with the rebound. And a nightly double-double threat is DeAndre Jordan, but some dissatisfaction with his play last season. Greg, why was that?
Well, I felt like his impact has tailed off just a bit from his peak with the Clippers. Sometimes the great athletes have more of an adjustment as they enter their 30s.
Chicago with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Down against Dinwiddie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And again, Chicago, no good. And here we go, the fast break with Dinwiddie. And there's the pass to LeVert. Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And so it's Brooklyn, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. They'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
In 2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league is a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
We've got Valentine. Chris Dunn is out there with Satoransky. And it's Young, and it's Hutchinson in at the 4. That's the Bulls' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Clark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. LeVert from outside. Here's Jordan, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, "I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again." Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. The Nets have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
How about the year Spencer Dinwiddie was having last season? He was a candidate for most improved and sixth man of the year, then ended up tearing ligaments in his thumb, which cost him a month. But I still think he had a breakout season and more to come.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Chandler's checked in. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. And Clark, you were talking about the injuries for Dinwiddie going into the 2014 draft. A torn ACL caused his drafting stock to slip.
I loved him in college, Kevin. At Colorado, I thought he was outstanding, and he actually had been talked about as a lottery pick. He ended up falling to the second round, and he's showing you he was worthy of being a lottery pick back when he was drafted.
Bulls have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. The free throw drops in for Dunn.
You know, being drafted number 5 overall, Dunn's faced a lot of high expectations in his young career. Certainly has the physical tools to meet most of those, and I believe he will.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Chicago. Good on both. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Now here's LeVert, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
Bulls trail by 12. Dunn passes to Satoransky. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one. To the wing right side. Passes to Jordan. Dinwiddie outside. Tipped away. Jordan with 22 points for him. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Chicago has possession. Down against Dinwiddie. Hutchison, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to LeVert. Shot clock at 6. Pops it up for Jordan. Tries to save it. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And Young slams it home.
And you know, when he gets that close, Young is going to finish with a dunk.
Dinwiddie passes to Karuch. And here is Jordan. And here's LeVert. Back to Jordan. Here's Karuch. Shoots. Markkanen pulls it in. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Pass to Chandler. He can't get it to go. Good defensive work there by Young. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Yeah, excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA. And then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Young. Porter comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Levine's checked in for Satoransky. And it's White in for Dunn. And a new group in for the Nets. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Rodions Kurucs. Joe Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Durant against Porter. Kept alive. Second chance shot. Misses for the 5th time this game. Markham at 1 for 6.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
You know, guys, Levine can score in a lot of different ways, and when he starts feeling it, it allows him to go for big nights. I mean, this guy can be very explosive offensively.
Chandler outside. Harris inside. Guarded by Levine. Harris kicks to Irving. They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Right side, White. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Nets with the lead. Porter with it. He's picked up by KD. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got his first bucket in this one.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Here is Durant. Now Irving. Harris finds Irving. Chandler outside. They need this one. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Chicago's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Markkanen passes to Levine. Chandler against Markkanen. And it's sent back by Allen.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And that one misses.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Outside, KD. Over Porter. The offensive rebound. Here's Allen. And that time, also a missed shot. Bulls have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. White finds Carter. Can't get it to fall.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Durant just inside the line. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Chicago's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. White against Irving. White dishes to Porter. 6 on the shot clock, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Timeout.
Porter's got his second basket of the night.
And when Porter is committed to finishing, there's no stopping him, looking absolutely determined on that drive.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Nets trail by 4. Lobbed up there for Allen. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Porter kicks to Markkanen. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
That free throw missing. And with LaVine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And, Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with LaVine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then.
And he's good on the second. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
For Chicago, they have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And every year, Porter seems to get better. His three-point shot continues to evolve, and he's embraced taking on more responsibility.
And Porter drops them both. Nets trail by 7. Irving passes to Allen. He dishes it to KD. Back to Allen. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. White left side. There's the feed to Markkanen. Over Irving. Markkanen can't get it to go. And so Allen will bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 7. And stolen by White. And he finished it off with the layup. White's got his second bucket of the night.
And you can argue this is White at his best. Just an absolute terror in transition.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now the pass to Harris. Prince in the corner. A 3-ball. Porter pulls it in.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
Free throw good. Porter.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
The Bulls making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. And Porter drops them both. Nets trail by 11. Irving looking for an opening. And nothing is falling for him right now. Chicago has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
That's his second personal foul. Wendell Carter. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. Nets trail by 13. Irving double team. Harris bounce pass. And it's sent back by Carter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Irving dishes to Prince. Clock at 6. To halt the run.
And this has really become a struggle for them. Their shots aren't dropping, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. They need to put everything they have into getting high percentage shots.
And, you know, when Allen gets this positioning, the defense is in trouble, which in turn forces them to commit the foul.
The Nets have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Boy, I covered Jared Allen in college, and you look at the physical profile he's got. 7.5-foot wingspan, big hands, explosive, really good athlete. He's got all the tools and an upside without limits.
And Allen drops them both. You were talking, Clark, about Allen's length and leaping ability. He's dangerous around the rim.
Boy, he sure is, guys. Still developing his skill game, but he's already more than serviceable at the offensive end of the floor. And we know he's a rim protector defensively. Good feet, gets up and down, has a nice touch and good hands. Boy, this guy is going to be some kind of player going forward.
And a 4-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But, Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
One shot.
And really doing a good job from the line. They need to stay aggressive, keep drawing fouls, and hopefully pick up a few more and-one situations.
Valentine with it. KD's on him. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. And all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
VA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. On defense, Brooklyn. Here's the floater. It's good. White's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Knocks it loose. And now White pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And White with the stop.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Allen. Harris trying to get free. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Allen. Now here's White. 8 points for him. Here's Levine. They grabbed their own miss. Porter, no luck.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
26 seconds left in the first half of basketball. LaVine against Harris. LaVine with it. He's got 17. Shot clock at 6. To the left side wing. And it's White missing. And so it's Chicago in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves going in the second quarter. How do you get control of the game back?
It starts with not getting the ball out of the net. You know, we got to get stopped, and it starts in that end. That's where it's really going to start for us. And we just got to continue to compete. That's all.
Kyrie, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He ended up with 17 points and 2 rebounds. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Jared Allen is out there with Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's KD in at the small forward. LaVine finds Porter. Shot clock at 5. Goes up from the top of the key. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Lobs it up for Jordan.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
And White kicks to Markkanen. It's LaVine atop the key. Pass to Porter. Here's White, defended by Durant. And the Bulls get it back. Shoots a fader. The shot missing.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Pass to Irving. Back to Harris. Looking for Allen and gets it there. And it's Allen with the jam.
Allen's got some old-school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
Lets a floater go.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Irving attacking. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 6 assists here tonight.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that. That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Outside, Levine. And the foul called on Jarrett Allen. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
The Nets making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. Carter against Jordan. 5 on the clock. Porter, no luck.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Chandler, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, hard to guard against the length and athleticism of Chandler. I mean, he's good at drawing these fouls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
A versatile forward with a really nice, well-rounded all-around game. I mean, Chandler plays with great energy on both ends of the floor.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Carter. And the Nets making a change here as well. LeVert's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Chicago. Levine deciding where to go with it. Trying to get something going. The shot, no good. Jordan with some nice D. Nets have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Chandler kicks to Irving. LeVert the pass to Irving. Pops it up for Jordan. Ball's knocked loose. Young with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. A floater. And it's sent back by KD.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots. Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Some changes for Chicago. Saransky's checked in for Levine, and it's done in for White. Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets. Chandler hits them both. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Durant against Porter. There's the dish to Dunn. Will it go? And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, you see the fantastic size for a point. Dunn going 6'4", 220. Not easy to contest inside.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. The Bulls making a switch here. Hutchison's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
And Jordan gets it to go.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Markkanen down low. Chandler on him. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Hutchison's shot is off. Nets leading by 3. Three-pointer, LeVert. The shot, no good. Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Down low, there's Markkanen, and stolen by Jordan. Dinwiddie against Dunn. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And now a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Pass to Young to the inside, and he bangs it home with one hand.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Here now is Dinwiddie. He's got 6. The pass to LeVert. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Odions Kurucs. He's checked in for Kevin Durant. Here's Dinwiddie. Now LeVert. 5 to shoot. Chandler kicks to LeVert. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Bulls trail by 3. Dunn passes to Young. Looking for Satoransky, and he gets it there.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Chandler. They get the rebound. Jordan. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Bulls shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Dunn up top for the lead, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Well, I love Dunn being creative and getting these calls. I mean, he's amazing at putting defenders in a tough spot.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Valentine's checked in for Markkanen. Second free throw, no good.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
The drive by Jordan, good on the shot.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
But they're rebounding. They've given themselves a lot of second chances, and it's really helped them.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Free throw good, Jordan. Well, last season for sure, Greg, a bit of a journey for DeAndre Jordan as he went from the Mavericks to the Knicks before his free agency. Now he is a part of Brooklyn.
And both KD and Kyrie took pay cuts to get Jordan on board. Still a factor with his size and defense despite a lackluster year in 2019. Nets are hoping he can find his magic and be a force once again.
Well, Clark, as one Latvian makes his way out of New York, another Latvian, Kurucs, makes his mark with the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, you know, the second rounder making an impact right out of the gates, ready to be an NBA impact player. He's an efficient scorer, a versatile defender. So far, so good from what I've seen.
First one falls for him. Kurucs was the 40th pick and wasn't expected to contribute, Greg, in year one, but his strong play as a rookie has helped rescue a Nets team that was teetering on the brink with the loss of Karis LeVert.
You know, they had guys who could shoot and they had guys who could defend, but no one who could do both. Kurucs can hit open threes, and with that 7'2" wingspan, a factor defensively.
Dunn passes to Young. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, he's so skilled from this area. Once Young gets it in a good spot, he's looking to score.
Passes it to LeVert. Fires from deep. Satoransky grabs the miss.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
And stolen by Prince. Pass to Kurucs. Dishes to Dinwiddie. Lobs it up for Jordan. The shot, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's LeVert. And that one, good. And the Nets lead by 3.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
A second chance effort. And Young with the basket on the assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
They double him with Jordan. Pass to Valentine. Looking for Young. He gets it there. And it's slammed in by Young.
Well, I tell you what, Thaddeus Young finding a nice little groove here. And when that's the case, hey, if you're his teammates, make sure he gets the rock.
And the pass to LeVert. Shoots the 3. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Changes for Chicago. Carter, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Zach LaVine comes in for Satoransky. And it's White in for Dunn. And then for Brooklyn, Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Rodions Kurucs. And Irving subbed in for LeVert. Allen dishes to Irving. That one goes in. Irving's got 6 points.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
LaVine up top. Dinwiddie covering. And it's sent back by Allen. Prince kicks to Irving. And again, it's Brooklyn converting. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Passes it to Valentine. 1:07 left here in the third quarter. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Left side, Harris. Nobody near Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 7th assist here tonight. Carter, the pass to Young. They need this. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Allen. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
And here's LaVine, who brings it up for the Bulls. 6-point game. Shoots. And that's good for 2. LaVine's got 19 points. And so it's DeAndre Jordan making things happen for Brooklyn. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll return shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there for him.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. White and LaVine team up in the backcourt. Valentine out there with Otto Porter Jr. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Bulls trail by 4. Here's LaVine. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
I like what Levine gives you, Kevin. Both the quickness and length. Tough to negate once he builds forward momentum.
And stolen by White. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Allen dishes to Irving. Shot from the wing. It's all in by the Bulls. Carter's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's White. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Pass to Levine. Over Harris. That one, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Irving. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jared Allen.
He was the 13th pick in the 2014 NBA draft, and Levine's developed into a really high-quality player at the NBA level, and I think he's just scratching the surface.
Free throw good, Levine. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Bulls. And a change for the Nets. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Prince. And so Levine nails both of them. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Harris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
You know, most think of him as a deep shooter, and that's accurate, but Harris is also not shy about doing damage closer to the rim.
Allen against Carter. That's tipped. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. Count it. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You cannot afford to be careless around Harris. He's very capable of swiping the ball away if you are.
Levine passes to Markkanen. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And there's the call on Chandler. That's his 5th foul. Bulls trail by 4. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Levine against Harris. Markkanen got it. Good job in the low post.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard.
Irving passes to KD. Trying to get open is Irving. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
I like the setup there. Irving with the pick.
Now here's White. Pass to Markkanen. It's up a 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Down low, stolen by Levine. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. White's running. Harris finds Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 15 points for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Chandler against Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Outside, Levine. He nails it, and we're tied up. Levine's got 9 points now in just the second half.
This is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Irving against White. Shot from free throw range, and he knocks down the jumper. 17 points for Kyrie Irving.
I mean, the airtight handle of Irving, just leaving defenders in his dust.
And White kicks to Porter. Over Durant. And he overshot that one, missing.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jump.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Donnie's checked in for Chicago. And a change for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. The free throw off from Irving. Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
He gets that one. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Well, great to see KD back on the court. That heartbreaking moment where he went down in Game 5 of the 2019 Finals. Wow, so hard, Greg, to watch.
And KD clearly gave everything he had to try and win in the Finals. Warriors fans appreciate his efforts. Softened the blow as he left for the Nets. The Warriors ownership already promising to retire Durant's number up in the rafters.
That's good from Durant.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
Durant hits them both. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Harris finds Jordan. Now here's Chandler. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Harris has got 6 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the shot goes in. And that's 11 points for Lauri Markkanen.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Done against Irving. Outside Jordan. Shot clock at 6. No good from Irving. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Bulls. Chandler with the steal. Irving with it. Irving double team. It's Durant on the wing. Fades. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Chicago calls timeout. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, DeAndre Jordan.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the timeout, I listened in on Jim Boylan's huddle. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Done outside. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Porter. Over KD. Porter, no luck. Nets leading by 4. Irving passes to KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Markkanen, good.
Impressive awareness from Markkanen. I mean, down on the block there, really good job of using his height to get his shots off.
Irving misses. Bulls trail by 4. The pass to Dunn. Carter with it. He's covered by Irving. And a wide open look for Porter. A three-pointer off the mark.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
That one goes. Count it. Markkanen's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Markkanen doing a nice job crashing the glass there, Kevin, at 7 feet tall. This guy making good use of his size on that possession.
Jordan dishes to Durant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Kevin Durant taking 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw drops for KD.
And Durant finally captured that elusive first championship in 17 and the finals MVP trophy to boot. An effortless scorer who has also made great strides defensively.
And KD drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside, Markkanen. Chicago calls timeout. Porter kicks to Dunn. Lets it go with a three. Porter, no luck.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now. And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
And here's LaVine. And LaVine with the slam.
Tell you what, we've got a game. I like that LaVine's rising to the challenge as things get tight.
Irving up top, guarded by LaVine. Harris against Dunn. Harris passes to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got 24 points.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range.
And LaVine, here we go. Jordan against Carter. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. .114 left here in the fourth quarter. Harris outside. Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You know, Harris has a really good all-around game, and I've been most impressed by his passing.
To the paint, here's Carter. Makes it off the glass.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. Back to Irving. Clock at 6. And the shot goes in.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
LaVine against Harris. LaVine can't hit. Here's Harris. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, you look confident tonight offensively. What got you going?
My teammates have confidence, and they're comfortable with me making the right basketball play on the block. Starting to get doubled a little bit, so just have to work on passing out of the post and just taking what the defense gives me.
It was a very impressive show, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.